still in the trap. I really be spitting bars. Got thinking I rap. I'm hanging out with the stars. Still can't relax, even in these foreign cars. I'm rolling around with the when I hit hard. Permission to make. I need a round of applause, but I might settle for jack. Had to break a couple laws, put my city on the map. You think you be the luck, but you didn't make a. Even if you made it, she ain't never coming back. Play it like you couldn't call it. It's just something that you lack, like a jack. Got Billie Jean talking back behind your back. She can roll with me. It's a lucky day. Got a and the gang. We had stacks, blending in and spinning racks. Representing is a trend. I don't see no end to that. Where you at? If I slip, I slide. I don't trip. I glide when I dip. I dive when I dive deep in the middle of it.
It's a new day in your world. Make the most.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Max Fried. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the ball, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
First pitch, 105.
The 0-1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That one fouled off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That missed by a lot. It's 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Kicks and deals. This one lifted in the air, left field. Dominguez makes the play, 1 down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball there. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. And there's the ball. In the air to left center. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Batting third, the catcher, William.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's William Contreras. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Ball 1 there. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one missed.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Next pitch is outside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
To the right side. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. Gone in order are the Brewers. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, Brandon Woodruff. And he comes in off a really nice season on the hill, Chris.
An ERA in the low 2s last year. So consistent, so dependable. Talk about a skipper who's got a guy like that that's going to go out there and not just keep them in the ball game, but really give them an opportunity to win a ball game, even if it's a low-scoring day for the offense. That's who he was last season. And if he's even close to that this year, I think they'll be really happy with his performance.
Cody Bellinger, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Woodruff deals. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Outside low. Ball one. Woodruff, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And there's a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's down and away. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time, and he's on at first.
Batting first, the right fielder, Aaron.
One down. And next for New York, Aaron Judge. Woodruff throws to first, and he dives back in safely. That one misses, and that's ball one. Judge waits. Runner takes off. Pitches low. Throw. Save. Volpe, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a foul out of play. Next offering misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And ball four, two aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
2 on, 1 out. And now Giancarlo Stanton. That's in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the second game of the series.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
2 on, 1 out. And that one gets past the catcher. And the runners will move up.
Batting fifth, the second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two outs. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And that's downstairs and outside. On the ground, Hoskins handles the chance. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Yanks strand a pair. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. Up now for Milwaukee, Rhys Hoskins. Max Fried will go to work. Out in front and foul to the left side. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Bellinger puts it away for the out. One away.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 11.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a ground ball. Sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 5.
Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Mitchell batting sixth in today's lineup. A former first-round pick in 2020. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. He's safe. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Chourio leads off second with one gone in the inning. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Goldie snags it, 2 away.
Batting seventh, The third baseman, number 3, Joseph Ortiz.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next for the Brewers, Joseph Ortiz. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Out at third, and that ends the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
Back in New York, bottom of the second. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Woodruff back to work. Just missed. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. There's the strike. The 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. And ball one.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And now it's even up. And that one missing low. Struck him out looking.
It's been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Check swing, called strike. Fouled off left side. Man at first, one away. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. On the ground, could be 2. Slings to second, and that's 2.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
And we're back. Down the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz.
Joseph Ortiz.
On the ground, right side. Goldie takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
The right fielder, number 16, Blake Perkins.
So up next, Blake Perkins, a switch hitter batting right. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, It's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And he lays down a bunt. He's safe on with a bunt single.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first.
Andrew Monasterio, the next to hit, takes ball one. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The shortstop takes the ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one almost got him. Cut on and lifted in the air. Bellinger under it. Makes the grab for the second out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next is the designated hitter, Christian Yelich. Fly to left his first time. And the sweeper is off the plate. Step off, throw to first.
He's safe.
Perkins off of first with 2 away. To the right side. Jazz tosses to first. Yelich is out. And that is that. Milwaukee leaves 1. Still no score. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check out the
for
latest
Yankees,
news from around the
the
league.
center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And that is out of play. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses in the dirt. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Reached on an infield single his first time. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Walked his first time. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-0.
We all know Yankee Stadium is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke and say he can sneeze one out to right. Well, the scary part is it might be true.
Late on that fastball.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Back-to-back base hits. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Stanton now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of the third. That one missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's inside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. One out. Runners at first and second. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's got it. That's out number 2.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Grounded out his first time.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
And that one is inside ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Now, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Wells in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-1. That's down and in. Next pitch is outside.
3-1.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mitchell gets under it. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. As we go to the top of the 4th, this is Bryce Terang.
Bryce
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The lefty, the 1-0.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. And a foul ball. That to right. Judge has it sized up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, catcher William Contreras.
Next for Milwaukee, William Contreras. He's 0 for 1.
Well, I got a chance to meet William during spring training as he was coming up trying to get to the big leagues, and this kid's got some ridiculous pop. Watched him on the backfields taking batting practice. All of his coaches would just kind of roll their eyes and say, this kid's going to be great, without actually saying the words. Then later that season, I got a chance to chat with Wilson, big brother, and ask him about little brother, and he smiled as well. Said, yeah, he's good, and gave me that look that I think he might be better than me eventually.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hard ground ball, base knock.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Foul ball.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight, come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, said, you're trying to put me out of business, aren't you? And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Now all even up. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Bellinger calls it in, and there's 2 away. Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. Jackson Chourio getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Brewers strand 1. They trail it here 3-0. Back at Yankee Stadium. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Close, but called a ball. 1-0.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brandon Woodruff won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, DL Hall.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Oswaldo Cabrera will hit next. And that one almost got him.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
And that misses. And it's 2-0. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Yoel Payamps appears to be getting loose. Ashby, the lefty, warming up as well. Yankees up by 3. That one hit to right. Perkins. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
the left fielder, number 24, Jason Dominguez.
Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses. Just off the outside edge. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a strike, and it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. Goldie, the runner at second with one away. Next offering is down low.
Full count.
That's out to center field. Mitchell sizes this one up, hauls it in for the out.
The center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Here comes Cody Bellinger, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch just misses. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one ripped. Fair ball. Coming home. He'll score easily. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in the mechanics.
So runner at second, 2 down. Volpe, the next to hit. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Two outs and one in scoring position. And a foul ball. Man at second. And there's a ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Man on second, 2 down. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count's even at 2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And it remains 2-2. This to center field. Tracks it down for the out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back in the Bronx, new inning getting started. Up now for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. Free, back to work. In the air, center field. Bellinger sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. Next for the Brewers, Joseph Ortiz. 0 for 1 so far. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
And now the count is even.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
3-2 now.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first with 1 gone. Next for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins. And that one misses up and in. Ball 1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Ortiz, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Ball 2.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second. Save. One out and a runner at second. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Ground ball left side. Over to Goldie. 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers. The shortstop takes the ball. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. And that one wrapped foul. In the dirt. Ortiz up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
Next pitch misses way outside. Christian Yelich in the Milwaukee on deck circle. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. And he'll play it on a bounce.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
So the lineup flips over. Yelich stepping into the box now. And that one fouled off. Yelich goes 6 feet 3 inches, 205 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
Ball.
In the dirt, blocked. In there safely. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And down on strikes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 4-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Aaron Judge.
And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 2 in this one. That's a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Judge over at first with 1 away. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1-2. Ball.
On the ground to the
That's
left.
foul.
And that's just foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Wells in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's off the mark, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And downstairs.
2-1.
Just missed. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 left for the Yankees, but they lead it 4-1. Back now in the Bronx. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. Fouled off to the right.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
Bunting for a hit. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
And here's the catcher, William Contreras. 1 for 2. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
This one in the dirt. Next offering is downstairs. Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Freed out of the stretch, fires. Out to short, Volpe. Sends it across to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Hoskins pushes it foul. One out, and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Little chopper rolls foul. Now an 0-2 from Freed. Ball one there.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Runner at second here, one gone. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Fell out and missed, struck him out. And there's two away.
Now back,
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
No balls. One strike.
Terang stands at second with two gone. Check swing, called strike. High fly ball, right field. And makes the grab. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. The Yankees 4 and the Brewers 1.
It's a new sheriff in town. Everybody get up, get down.
Back at Yankee Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Paul Goldschmidt. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Yoel Payamps getting ready to go. And ball one. Late on that fastball.
1-2.
And now 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
No strike.
There's a strike. That one not close. Now 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, base is empty. The 2-2.
Full count.
That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
The left fielder,
So a
number
man at
24,
first. Jason Dominguez stepping in down for the Yankees. That
Ball
misses, and that is ball one.
That's a strike.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That
Ball.
one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
One at second. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We're through 6 full. The Yankees 4 and the Brewers 1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
43.
Jonathan Loaisiga.
Jonathan Loaisiga.
Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. The Brewers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The third baseman, number 3.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. In there, and it's 0-1.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Next offering is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
One down, base is empty.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Struck him out swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter.
No.
And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And another ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And that drops in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball there. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Loizaga fires. Breaking
Full
ball
count.
misses down and away. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Got it. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Yankees 4 and the Brewers 1.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yoel Payos.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And up to the
Leading
plate
off
comes
for the
Cody
Yankees,
Bellinger.
the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
One, two.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Outside low, and the count is 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one down the line, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man at second. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Inside move to second. Bellinger dives back.
Two, one.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. And there's one away.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Judge, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Just off the inside edge.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Bellinger, the runner at second with one away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Full count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
First and second, one out. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
There's a strike.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Inside, just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And everyone's safe. They're loaded.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn 2, and as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play 1 step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr., looking to do more of what he did back in the 3rd.
No doubt that 3-run homer is a huge reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game, and an important swing of the bat.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss. Handcuffed him with that slider. That's the second out.
Man, that slider bearing in your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs, bases are full. Hard hit left side. They take the force out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. They leave them loaded. 8th inning coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Brewers 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ian Hamilton.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 71, Ian Hamilton.
And here is Andrew Monasterio.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
First pitch misses. Movement in the bullpen. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. That one ripped, but foul.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Christian Yelich.
And now it's Christian Yelich. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Right side, and that chance handled. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 down, base is empty. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. 1 for 3. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
No ball. 2 strikes.
The Brewers trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 8th. Stays alive. And that one is downstairs. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a chopper out to short. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Brewers go down quietly, and this is still a 4-1 ball game.
I was never a gentleman, I was raised in a trap. Let you spend all this money tomorrow, I made it back. If she told me don't leave, I told her shot it, relax.
Now pitching for
back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jared Koenig.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
For the Yankees, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That one close, ruled a ball. 1-1. And there's a foul ball. And that's in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
And now here is Oswaldo Cabrera on the corner for a strike. Koenig, in his 2nd season, he features a sinker, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Runner at first with no outs here.
1-1.
In the dirt, but kept close.
Two.
Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed. There's 1 to first. Not in time. Great effort there.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees.
The left fielder, number 24, Jason Dominguez.
And takes low for ball 1.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
And another ball. Cabrera, the base runner at first with 1 out.
He rides. 2-1. Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. 3-1. That clips the corner.
Full count.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And the runner stays where he is.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Bellinger at the plate now. That's ball one. There's the strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Perkins brings it in, and that is that. Yanks leave one as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Devin Williams. A chance at his first save of the year. Now here is William Contreras.
He is a talented player. His big brother Wilson has voiced that his little brother may end up being better than he is.
That's in there, and that's strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Hoskins stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Ball, no strike.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Just missed. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Chorio stands in now and watches strike 1. Check swing, hit on the ground. Throw to first, ball game. And the Yankees collect their first win of the season.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust for the after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the ice round the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do better. There's nothing they